again. Good morning, everybody. Hello. I'm gonna do a drive with me today. I have my coffee. I am not aimlessly driving. I'm going to work. But I thought, because I haven't vlogged this week, there you go. I thought, as I haven't vlogged this week, that I would do this drive with me. I've never done a drive with me before, but apparently they're very popular. I've watched a couple here and there, but I've never done like a sole drive with me. I've drove with you guys in a vlog, and oh, I can't turn down here. That's fun. Yeah, I've never done like a sole drive with me video before. I've obviously drove with you while I vlogged. So yeah, I just thought I would do one today. Like I said, I have not vlogged this week and I have things to update you on. So the most probably thing that you guys are being like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Yes, it's true, I have a blonde streak in my hair. No joking, I'm engaged. It's finally happened. Like, oh my god, okay, my nails are not done anymore. I'm getting them done just before Christmas. I didn't want to ruin my nails. I didn't want to ruin my nails before Christmas too soon in advance. I don't know if you want me to go or are you going? Oh, I'll go. I didn't want to ruin my nails too much in advance for Christmas, so they're gonna get done just before Christmas. But it does just mean that everything between like now and then, I've got no nails, and I'm also very pale, and I have very chubby fingers. But I'm engaged. I am finally engaged. It's finally happened. He finally asked me after nearly 7.5 years. So what had happened was, because everyone always wants to know the story, don't they? I didn't realise how much you tell the story. So in the night it happened, I think we told the story about 7 or 8 times, like no joke. I was like, wow, people want to know shit, huh? So it was basically a date night, and obviously lockdown was lifted that day, but in Manchester we're tier 3. I don't know why, because it's got the lowest rate. That's another story. I will not get into that. We all know how I feel toward BJ. So we couldn't go out for food, so we were just like, okay, we'll just have a date night at home, and you know, just like watch a film or whatever. We were gonna watch Wally anyway, which is mine and Tom's film. So we were watching that anyway, so I was like, okay, we'll just make it like a cute little date night. And he was like, yeah, he was like, we'll get dressed up, blah blah. So I was like, great, amazing, no worries. And I was in the beauty room, locked away in there, like Rapunzel in her tower. Oh yeah, I've got hair as well, like Rapunzel in her tower. And I was actually like, I was actually uploading a video, so I was like editing the photo, the thumbnail, I was editing the description box and all that. And it's so funny because in that video, I was like, I love this makeup. I could see myself wearing this on my wedding day. And I said, no, don't worry, I'm not engaged or anything. And I was like, oh my god, I got engaged on that day. It was a pre-recorded video from like 2 weeks ago, but like, anyway. And then he knocked on the door and he was like, Sophie, are you ready for date night? He didn't say it like so girly, obviously. Sophie! And I was like, yeah. And then he took my hand and then we went into the living room, and there were rose petals from the door of the living room to the couch. We have a rug right underneath our couch, and when we've had date nights before that we've done at home, or like little cute days or whatever, we just put the blankets on the rug, like on the floor, with like loads of cushions, and just make it really, really cozy and everything. So he did that, and oh, that's a big puddle, girl. There we go. So he did all that, and there were rose petals leading from the door of the living room right to the blankets on the floor, and there were tea lights all on the floor as well, so like candles lit everywhere. All the big candles that we have, he was lighting, well, he had lit, sorry. And then walked through them, and he gave me a bunch of roses, a bunch of flowers, roses. There were like 3 different types of like colours of roses. They were so beautiful. And then he gave me a Diet Coke in a wine glass, and I was like, girl, we are bougie for this date night, huh? And then, yeah, then he did all that, and then I put my Coke down because I had like the flowers in my hand, and I wanted to hold his hand and everything. And then he literally got down on one knee, and I literally, guys, I said, what are you doing? Like, he got down on one knee and I went, what are you doing? And then he was like, will you be my wife? And he like opened up the ring box, and I know this is gonna be super annoying for you guys, but I generally have no idea what happened next. I cried, I said yeah, I didn't even say yes, I said yeah, and I cried, and we hugged and kissed. That's pretty much what I remember, and I'm pretty sure nothing really else kind of happened. But yeah, that's basically how I got engaged. And then we spent the evening, we watched Wally, I called my brother, I called my best friend Rose, we called Tom's family. Yeah, we ate food, we drank loads of Diet Coke because my nerves, I was like, I need a Coke. Like, he asked me, I said yeah, and I was crying, and I was like, I need a Coke right now. And yeah, it was so magical. It was more than I ever thought. We've both always said we never ever want to get engaged publicly. Like, we would never want to get engaged like in a restaurant or like anywhere public. We've never ever wanted that, neither of us never wanted it recorded. Like, I've never wanted like a camera to be hidden or anything like that. I have no judgment on people who do that, like, whatsoever. Like, go ahead, it's completely fine. That's just not what Tam and I wanted. And we didn't want it as a couple, and we didn't want it separately either, so we just never ever did, which I'm really okay with. I know that might be a bit annoying for you guys who want to like follow my life or like, you know more information, but yeah, we didn't record it or anything like that, which I'm completely happy with. So yeah, the ring in question, I won't insert a picture because I feel like, because I'm so pale, it's not really going to show you that well, but she's a white gold diamond and sapphire. I was going to say sapphire. The sapphires are actually my birthstone. And it turns out, after he asked me, we spoke about it more, he wanted to do this around my birthday, and he's actually had the ring since October. I was like, you have had an engagement ring for 2 months and have not asked me. Like, I was like, what the hell? So yeah. And then he got the sapphires on the side as opposed to the top, because he was like, I don't want it to clash with any nails that you get or any outfits that you wear. And I was like, it is the most sweetest thing I've ever heard. Like, it was, oh, it's just so amazing. So yeah, so it happened on Wednesday the 2nd of December. I love the date. I've got a thing with numbers. I love the date, the 2nd of the 12th 2020. I love all those like numbers and how they look together and everything. So yeah, that happened on the Wednesday, and then his birthday was the Saturday, and we didn't want to tell anyone before his birthday. Like, we didn't want to tell like social media before his birthday. Obviously we told our friends and our families, because we didn't want anything to overshadow his birthday. And then, so that was on the Saturday, and then we announced it on Sunday on social medias, and both of us are so ridiculously blown away by the love. Like, it is indescribable, the amount of love and like well wishes and just amazing support that we've had from everyone. So I'm so thankful. Honest to God, I'm so thankful to every single one of you who liked it, messaged me, commented, shared the post. Like, the shares were crazy. I was like, oh my gosh. It means a lot to us both. So obviously Christmas is around the corner and New Year's and everything, so we're not planning anything at all. We've only very briefly spoke about what time of year we'd like, and if we'd like to do it here or in Orlando. And I know some of you guys are gonna be like, for God's sakes, you and Disney. This is something that we both always spoke about, and the time of year that we want to get married, well, that I would like to get married, we were already gonna go to Disney anyway. So we're just toying with things at the moment. Absolutely nothing is set in stone, not a thing. The only thing that's set in stone is I am marrying him and he is marrying me, and that's, to be honest with you, that's all that we both care about. Like, it's fun, like getting a really big dress and, you know, like blah blah blah, but like, I just want to marry him more than anything. Like, that is my soulmate. I know that the first time I met him, I went home, and so I'd met him, I'd gone home, and I said to my brother, I walked into the living room where my brother was, and I went, I've just met the boy that I'm gonna marry. I know that he is my soulmate, I know it. So yeah, that's all that we care about, obviously. Oh shit, I don't have my coolant, I didn't buy my coolant. Obviously we would love the wedding, obviously, blah blah, we're gonna do that, but yeah. So that is the biggest news, guys, I'm engaged. So, what else? Yes, I have a blank streak. It is very temporarily. I just kind of wanted to see what it would be like. It's very new. I think I only did it a couple of days ago, and I haven't really worn makeup since. I wore it once when we went to Cheshire Oaks, and I just got my tapes back in as well. So yeah, once I've got like my tan on and I've done my makeup and all that, it'll probably hopefully look a lot different. That is the plan anyway, once it's all styled and everything, so just bear with me. I am on my way to work, which is why I've got my work uniform on, and I've got my little Christmas jumper on, because yesterday was Friday, that was was it World? I don't know, it was just Christmas jumper day, but I wasn't in yesterday, I'm in today, so I just thought I'd wear it today. And it's a bit chilly, so I always wear a cardigan at the moment anyway. I was like, let me just put my Christmas one on. And the girls in the salon know how much I love my Christmas in general, so I feel like this will just cheer everyone up seeing me in a Christmas cardigan. What else is going on? Not really much, you know, kids. Life's good. But you know, gotta let it go, cause the party ain't jumping like it used to. Someone has asked me when I said that, oh, I really want to do a drive with me. They wanted me to talk about my driving lesson experience, my driving experience in general, so let us do that. I've been driving for nearly 6 years now. I've had the same car ever since. I passed my test first time. I know. When did I learned how to drive when I was 20. Ma'am, stay in your lane. I can't overtake because you're in my lane. I was 21 when I learned how to drive, so I was like a late bloomer or whatever. Like, I didn't do it, you know, fresh 17 or 18. I don't even know how old you have to be to learn how to drive. I put it off for ages because I was absolutely petrified. I was like, there is no way that my brain is going to comprehend this. I'm going to pop to Tesco's because I need coolant so bad. I was like, there's no way my brain is going to comprehend this. I don't get it. Like, I'm not going to ever learn how to know how to drive. And my friend at uni, Daniela, you guys know Daniela, the one with the baby, she was doing lessons with this lady at uni. And they pick her up from uni and everything, and she was like, oh, you know, she's really nice, her name's Sam, blah blah. And I was just like, oh, but I don't know if I can do it. And I just decided, right, let me do it. And Tom was learning how to drive as well, and I was like, screw this. I'm very competitive. If you guys don't know, I'm like ridiculously, like, unhealthily obsessed with being competitive. Ma'am, will you go? Jesus. Right, let me pop into Tesco's because I need to get coolant desperately, so I can unfog these windows. I always like to get the absolute best parking space available. There's one more closer than this, don't fuck it. I got Sam's number and messaged her, and I was like, right, let me just try and learn how to drive, because if Tom learns how to drive before me, I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah, I basically learned how to drive with her. She was absolutely amazing. She would make me feel so at ease straight away. I love her. I miss her so much. I kind of wish that I never ever learned how to, like, I never passed my test, that I could just stay with her longer. Like, such a nice person. I honestly, I love her so much. So yeah, basically passed it first time. There was times that, like, this is just me as a person as well, so it wasn't just driving, like, it would be any situation. I beat myself up so much. So I think it was like the second time that I got behind it was like the second time that I got behind the wheel, and I just kept stalling, and like I was like, oh, I'm so angry, like, why am I doing this, blah blah blah. And she would just literally be like, Sophie, like, this is your second time driving, like, chill. And like, even to this day, like, sometimes I still stall, like, it happens. It's not a massive deal. So yeah, basically that's what happened. It was a great experience. I don't have any horror stories. Like, so many people have horror stories about their driving instructor, like Tom has one as well. So yeah, like, it was just a really good experience. I love a 3-point turn maneuver. Reverse into a parking space, I love as well. I do that all the time. Amelia thinks I'm weird because she drives into parking spaces, whereas I prefer to reverse park. Like, I get like, I don't enjoy driving into a space, and there is a reason. So basically, oh my god, I can't believe I'm telling you guys this. Okay, so basically, there was a situation happening, okay? And I tried to avoid said situation and just park in a spot, and I was extremely close to the next car, and let us just say they had some white on their car after, and my car is white and their car was not. My car's perfectly fine. Woo. Yeah, and I've had 2 accidents, they were just bumps really. Well, the second one was a bump. It was like a 3 bump, and I was the first car, so I just got bumped. Like, my car didn't even get a scratch from it. Like, I associate my car with like a Nokia 3310. Like, if you're old enough, Jesus Lord Christ, I hate traffic on a roundabout, honest to God. Like, I hate being stuck in the middle of a roundabout. That's the one thing that I just, roundabouts and hill starts I will pass. What was I saying? Yeah, I honestly, I associate my car with a Nokia 3310, if you're old enough to know what they are. Like, I feel like she's good, do you know what I mean? So it was a 3-car thing. I was the first car, got bumped into, but it was perfectly fine. That was it. And then the first one that I had though was not my fault. I know everyone says that, but it actually wasn't. I was on the motorway in the 3rd lane, which is like the overtaking lane, the fast lane, whatever you want to call it. I was doing 50, which is the speed, because it was Mancunian way. And then a car joined and crossed over 3 lanes and went straight into me. So when you join the motorway, you don't get taught motorway on driving lessons unless you opt for the driving way one, which I didn't, because I was just like, I'll learn how to do it on the motorway. You can't, like, you shouldn't just join and go to the 3rd lane. Like, that's so stupid. Like, and the guy like went straight into the side of me and dented my car. Not majorly, like the dents are still there now. They're not really noticeable at all. Like I said, I think my car, you know, she goes through a lot, like, we're good. But I've never ever been in an accident in my life. Touch wood. I've got wood on my keychain. I always touch that. I'm so superstitious, so I have to have wood on my keychain just in case. So I literally, I just did not know like what you were meant to do. Like, so I just carried on driving. Like, I had no idea. And then I came off and he came off at the same time, and he was like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Didn't you see me?" I was like, "Didn't you see me?" He was like, "I was indicating." He was like, "You were indicating to join the motorway, not to cross 3 fucking lanes and go right into me." But yeah, that was it, and I was fine afterwards. A little bit shaky, but I was like fine afterwards. And then that's been it really, like kind of like a smooth sailing driving experience thus far, which I'm very, very, very thankful for, touch wood. So yeah, that's basically it, kids. That's and then yeah, I passed, like I said, first time, and then I passed, went to view a car the next day, brought my car the day after. Well, I brought that car that day, and then I picked it up the day after, so within 2 days of passing I had my car. And I will always say, obviously, like, depending where you live, I would always say, like, try and do the motorway first thing on a Sunday. It'll be dead quiet. You'll pluck up the courage to know how to join the motorway, how to drive on the motorway. First thing on a Sunday is the best time to do it. I have a friend, Ruth, who has passed, I think it's been a couple of years now. She still will not do the motorway. She's never been on it. And the longer you leave it, the more you get in your head. It's like the same with everything. The longer you prevent doing something, the more it gets in your head, blah, blah. But she has not and will not do a motorway. So just literally just Sunday first thing, go on a motorway. It is not that scary. I've just literally been on 2 motorways during this thing, and it's been fine. So yeah, that's basically all my driving experience. I love driving. I really love driving. I drive to Glasgow and Cornwall often for my clinics. Always driving to Wolverhampton there and back. I was driving for like a year and a half before Tom moved in up to Manchester, so I was doing long distance for that long. I'm really lucky. My car's 10 next year. She's a little bit old, but she's so like flashy. Like, she's got cruise control, I've got heated seats, a heated steering wheel. Can you just shift? And she does everything. Like, she's a big car for me. Like, it's usually just only ever me in here. I moved out Tom in this car from his home to here. I've moved apartments in this car. You know, it's all good. It's all good, Hans. Right, we are at the salon. Is there anywhere for me to go? There is. Right, so we're here now, kids. That was my drive with me. That is what's going on with me lately. Basically my engagement and my streak of hair, and how my driving lessons went and everything. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really did as well. I blue tacked my camera to the dashboard so that it would stay, because I have not a tripod, I have like a suction for the windows for this that I brought when I did Vlogtober and Vlogmas in 2015, which was, it's just ages ago, isn't it? Sir? Okay. But you can't attach it to the window and have the camera, so I don't really understand how I'm doing it. So I don't really look too much into it, I've just blue tacked the camera. But I'll happily do more drive with me's if you want. And so that I look like this. This is how I look when I go to work now, because I just feel like with the masks on, all my makeup rubs off, and plus I am going on the sunbeds afterwards. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you did, then give it a thumbs up and let me know how your driving experience was. If you're still doing them, if you're thinking of doing them, if I've put you on it or off it. I hope I haven't put you off it. And yeah, hope you guys are good, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.